Guys, welcome back to my channel. Do you own a house? Do you know someone that owns a house? Is your husband a landlord, or you yourself as a woman, you're a landlord, or you know someone that is a landlord? This topic is for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking to the landlords how to protect your property as a landlord. When we talk about protecting properties, there are a lot of ways in which you can protect your property as a landlord so that you will not lose in any way, so that when things go bad, you will not really suffer for losses of what you don't really know about. Now, when we talk about protection, in my last topic, we talked about the rights of tenants. So today, I want to encourage the landlords and tell them what to do and how to protect that property that they've built with their sweat. Now, number one way in which you can protect your property is know your tenant. I call it KYT for short. Now, know your tenant is in form of a form in which the tenant will fill that can actually show that this is the tenant, that can show a little details of who the person is, where the person is from, where the person was living before, what the person does for a living, just to know a little bit of the person. You can never know someone, right? But this is just a little way of knowing who that person is, what that person does for a living, where the person is coming out from, just little things about the person that is packing into your apartment. That is actually what know your tenant is in form of a form which actually has a space for a guarantor, someone that will guarantee that this person actually is a good person, because as a landlord, you don't need someone that will give you headache. You don't need someone that will cause you pain or cause you problem, or someone that will bring issues that will warrant policemen to be, coming into your apartment all the time. So these are the nitty-gritties you need to look into. Make sure that this know your tenant is part of the things that should be attached in your tenancy agreement. Now, number two is tenancy agreement. See, in as much as we talk about tenancy agreement, some landlords don't issue tenancy agreements. They just, once they collect money from the tenants, that is all. They even manage to issue receipts, but they don't. So as a landlord, issuing a tenancy agreement is actually for your own benefit, because you read out the do's and the don'ts, the clauses that you want in your apartment, the things that you want the tenant to do, the things that you want to be included in your apartment. That is actually what this tenancy agreement does for you. In as much as it favors the tenant, it also favors you, the landlord, because you're the one bringing out the terms and the conditions on how the tenant can live in your apartment. When we talk about tenancy agreement, it's underrated. That is even one of the major things in which you as a landlord should issue the tenant. You shouldn't even wait for a tenant to ask you for a tenancy agreement. It should be a to-do list for you to do if someone is actually packing into your apartment. So that being said, we are moving to number three. Now, number three is caution fee. Yes, in the part of Nigeria where I am living and where I'm from, caution fee is very serious. And so some of you will be wondering, what is a caution fee? Now, a caution fee is that fee in which a tenant pays that it accompanies the rent. They are paid together. And what a caution fee does is that it is a fee in which once the tenant gets tired or tenant is packing out of the apartment, and the landlord goes into the apartment and realizes that the tenant spoils some things, there were damages accrued from the apartment, or there are some things that the tenant spoils. Now, what will happen is that the landlord will use that caution fee to repair the damages. Sometimes before this caution fee came out, it's the landlord that actually bear the brunt. Once there is a damages in the apartment, you realize that once a new tenant wants to pack in, once that tenant pays a new rent, it's the landlord that will now use his money and start repairing some stuff for the new tenant that is coming in. But as a landlord, if you include this caution fee in your rent, it will not, in as much as the tenant might spoil something more, but at least you have something. You won't really regret it or feel so bad, because you know that actually this tenant is actually paying a little for what he or she spoiled. Now, landlords, please make sure that it's an agreement. Like, as you're telling the tenant, this is how much my rent is, make sure you're also including the caution fee. Don't just, once the tenant has paid and the agreement has been sorted out, you now come and remind the tenant of the caution fee. Let it be part of the agreement so that any tenant that wants to pack in will know that as I'm paying my rent, I'm also paying my caution fee. It goes hand in hand. Not after paying rent, we'll not start talking about caution fee. Both of them should come in together. Okay, so then that being said, we are moving to number 4. Now, number 4 is landlords. Make sure that you have a property manager, someone that can be managing your property. And I'm referring to legal practitioners, attorneys. They are the best persons to manage a property. I can never finish talking about how, the benefits of a lawyer managing your property. Now, for example, if you're a landlord and you're actually living in that apartment, or you are not living in that apartment, most of the time, once tenants start seeing you all the time as a landlord, number one, it breeds contempt. Like the script say that too much familiarity breeds contempt. That is what happens when a landlord often visits his apartment to start requiring for rent, start doing this and all that. See, as a landlord, a lawyer knows what to do. If a lawyer wants to recover rent, he knows exactly what to do. He knows where to go to. He knows exactly how to recover that rent. So it's even in your own best interest. Even if you're living in that apartment, the lawyer knows the best way to recover your rent. The lawyer knows exactly what to do. For example, if you are just managing your property for yourself, and let's say that property is a big kind of property, as a landlord, you might not really know how to go about it. Some people will go and involve the police. Police has no business with landlord and tenancy matter. Just tell you, a lawyer knows how to handle your apartment. So that is how this is. So number 5 is periodic visits. Yes, as a landlord, especially for those ones that are not living in that apartment, I beg you, in as much as you have a lawyer managing the apartment for you, 1, 2, sometimes just visit the apartment. Make sure you visit, like go in, see the house you built for yourself, to know how the house is doing, to know if maybe there are some things that needed to be, to be repaired, if maybe there are some things that you need to see for yourself, because sometimes when you're doing things by proxy, it might not really be okay for you, because you actually build that thing in yourself before you invited a lawyer. So make sure that you actually go to the apartment, check out the fittings, see what is going on, and in case if you want to see the tenants or you want to visit or enter into your house, just make sure you give them a notice. Because yes, you are the landlord. If you can just show to someone's house and expect a tenant to come, a tenant might not show. A tenant might not come down from his house, because you don't, as long as the person is not owing you, the person owes you nothing. So that is why if you want to visit your apartment and you want to see some of your tenants, the best way to do it is you have to make sure that you give them a notice, tell them that you're coming to time, so that they will actually prepare for you and then they will know what to do. So my landlords, and I'm sure you've learned something today. If you're planning to be a landlord, or you're a landlord already, or you know someone that is a landlord, please just don't forget to just bring them to come and watch this video. Okay guys, and I'm sure that you guys have learned something today. So please do well to subscribe to my channel, like, share to your loved ones. Just share. See, this channel has a lot in store for you. It's an educative channel, and I'm sure you will not regret anytime you come into my channel and you read something. You must surely learn something new. And in case you're coming in for the first time, you're welcome. Just go through my other videos and then watch and then learn something, 1 or 2. So see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.